Taylor Swift, the lyrical genius whose songs dissect the anatomy of heartbreak and hope, has gifted fans another intimate verse. This time, not in verse but in vivid recollection of the night Travis Kelce proposed. Over a month since the August 26 announcement that sent Swifties and Chiefs Kingdom into euphoric meltdown, Taylor peeled back the curtain on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon October 6. Amid laughter and lingering blushes, she detailed the prelude to that knee-bending moment: blackout drapes, a podcast ploy, and Travis's uncharacteristically racing heart. It's a tale that humanizes the pop titan and NFL icon, transforming their fairy tale engagement into a relatable rom-com, rich with nerves, ruse, and the kind of love that whispers before it shouts. The setup was pure Travis, meticulous yet playful, a quarterback strategy meeting masquerading as domestic bliss. Taylor, fresh from recording her guest spot on the Kelce brothers' New Heights podcast, where she teased her album, The Life of a Showgirl, sensed something amiss in their Kansas City haven. There were blackout drapes on every single window of the whole house, she recounted, her eyes widening in mock suspicion. I was like, he is so serious about this and I really appreciate that. The curtains she initially chalked up to podcast privacy, shielding her album drop from eagle-eyed fans. But post-recording, Travis's demeanor shifted from his usual swagger to something softer, more exposed. Afterward, I realized he's walking around nervous about the podcast, Taylor shared. He's like, my heart is racing, I know how much this means to you. I really want this to be what you hoped it would be. Those words, raw, reassuring, landed like a bridge verse in one of Taylor's ballads. Travis, the 6 feet 5 inches tight end whose bravado fueled Super Bowl triumphs and podcast banter, confessed vulnerability that pierced her. Because we'd been talking about doing a podcast and announcing the album. But he was just like, my heart is racing. And I've never seen this dude nervous. For Taylor, 35, architect of eras from folklore introspection to Midnight's melancholy, witnessing her beau's jitters was revelatory. Their romance, ignited in 2023's summer haze, stadium suites, Eras tour cameos, holiday hearth glows, has been a public-private pas de deux. Travis's pursuit, from friendship bracelets to on-stage serenades, charmed her guarded heart. Now this admission peeled back his armor, revealing a man as daunted by forever as she once was by fame's glare. The pivot was seamless, Travis's diversion a masterstroke. He was like, do you want to just go walk around the backyard and have a glass of wine? Taylor mimicked his casual lilt, her grin infectious. I was like, I'm always gonna want to do that. It was their love language, unpretentious, wine-tinged wanders under stars, far from paparazzi pulses. But as they stepped out, the curtain mystery unraveled. The backyard, aglow with fairy lights and floral arches, a proposal stage set with precision. And then I realized exactly why all of the windows were curtained and why he was nervous. She paused for effect, the audience hanging on her hush. Travis, down on one knee amid petals and promises, echoed his earlier tremor, heart racing, hopes high. Taylor's yes wasn't just assent. It was surrender to a love that matched her intensity, playful yet profound, public yet protected. This revelation ripples through their narrative, a sequel to Summer 23's Whirlwind. From Travis's I told you I wouldn't fumble vow on his podcast to Taylor's tour-trailing tenderness, they've built a fortress of fun amid scrutiny. The proposal, post-podcast ploy, underscores Travis's attunement. Knowing Taylor's album dreams intertwined with their shared spotlight, he wove the ask into her artistry. It was the best possible case scenario, she beamed, her joy a beacon for fans dissecting every lyric for clues. The Life of a Showgirl, with its veiled engagements and veiled vows, now reads prophetic. Perhaps a track nods to that racing heart, a bridge to this love is glowing in the dark. Travis, ever the hype man, mirrors her elation in his element. Post-proposal, he's gushed on airwaves, crediting Taylor's grace for his gridiron glow. Their union bridges worlds, her confessional catalog, his contact sport camaraderie. Nerves humanize him. The man who caught a Lombardi trophy now catches flutters for her yes. For Taylor, it's closure on X's echoes. This proposal, patient and plotted, heals old timelines. Fans feast on details. The ring's sparkle, rumored vintage solitaire, the after-party's intimacy, pizza and New Heights reruns. It's catnip for theorists, fueling fanfic forums and friendship bracelet trades. Broader, this story spotlights love's labor in the lens. Taylor's transparency, from re-recordings triumphs to tour's toils, invites empathy. Travis's tenderness tempers his titan status. Together, they model partnership, supporting spotlights, sharing spotless homes, blackout drapes and all. As engagement era dawns, wedding whispers, perhaps a Kansas City ceremony with cat ears for the cats. Their tale inspires. It's not plotless perfection but plotted passion, where a simple walk and wine unveils eternity. In Fallon's studio glow, Taylor's recounting was cathartic, a verse shared aloud. Travis's words, "My heart is racing," echo eternally, a lyric for their love song. For Swifties it's canon, for the world, a reminder, even icons tremble at forever. And in that vulnerability? Pure enchantment.